Now on CoastTV News.
Former Governor Larry Hogan campaigning for Maryland's Senate seat, hoping to flip it to the Republican Party. We'll show you where his best opportunities are in the state. Hogan's opponent, Angela Alsobrooks, entered the day with a polling advantage. Can she ride that all the way to the U.S. Senate?
This is CoastTV News at 6.
Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf. Welcome to our News at 6. We begin tonight with election night across the country and right here on Delmarva. First, let's take you live to the race for Maryland Senate seat. It could sway political power in the nation's capital. Coast TV News anchor Charlie Sakaitis is live in College Park, where Democrat Angela Alsobrooks hoping to celebrate a big win.
Right now, we're here at the Angela Alsobrooks watch party. Right now, it's pretty empty, just people like myself, my photog Ted, and a lot of other media. But it's getting late early. We're already into the 6 o'clock hour here. By 8 o'clock, the polls are going to close. And once that happens, this room is going to fill up. And it's probably going to feel like a sprint for Alsobrooks, for candidate Larry Hogan, the former governor. Both of them have been running in this race for a long time. Now let's look at what happened a little bit earlier today. Alsobrooks doing her civic duty. She went to vote at the polls, and with her, she brought her young daughter, Alex, who got to vote for the very first time. After the fact, the campaign posted a video of the two of them next to each other right after they walked out of the booth.
So I got to vote for my mom, Angela Alsobrooks, for the U.S. Senate, and then I also got to vote for Kamala D. Harris, so that was also a privilege, and I just feel so grateful. You know, I always knew that when I was older I would get the opportunity to vote, but I never thought it would be such a historic ballot.
Now we're keeping an eye on exit polls right now. So far, not a lot of information has come in about this specific race, but earlier in the day, entering the day, Alsobrooks had about a double-digit lead depending on which poll you look at. Will that hold? Only the votes will tell. For now, we're on standby. So from College Park, Maryland, I'm Charlie Sakaitis, Coast TV News.
Charlie, thank you. Alsobrooks' opponent, former Maryland Governor Larry Hogan, he's attempting to become the first Maryland Republican to win election to the U.S. Senate in over 40 years. Coast TV News anchor Matt Pensick is live at Hogan's watch party in Annapolis. Matt, Hogan is looking to tap into the plan that worked twice in the gubernatorial elections.
Maddie, it worked out very well for Larry Hogan, winning as a Republican when the Democrats have a 2-to-1 advantage in voter registration. That is no small feat. And in order to win tonight, he will not only have to duplicate what he did in 2018, he will likely have to surpass that. So we went looking for where Hogan might find more votes. In the county-by-county breakout of that year in 2018, the most votes Hogan got came out of Baltimore County. He received over 200,000, or nearly 200,000 there. Over 126,000, though, did not vote for him. So if you need votes, that's where a good number of votes are. Let's check out Montgomery County. Not only is it the most populous county in the state, it's the most populous in the entire U.S. Over 180,000 voted for him in 2018. More did not, so there is the opportunity to flip votes there. If you looked at those maps, you notice most of the counties in Maryland vote Republican. The Democratic stronghold are those populous counties. Those are the ones that wrap around the District of Columbia. It is there where Larry Hogan will have to chip away at if he has a chance to win tonight. Live in Annapolis, I'm Matt Pensick, Coast TV News.
Matt, thank you. Maryland's races have drawn massive voter turnout. Let's take you to the scene in Ocean City earlier today at the Convention Center. Local candidates canvassed outside the building. We spoke with a number of voters who told us today is significant.
It is very important, especially this election. We need everybody to get out and vote.
And that means everybody. It doesn't mean what party. It just means get out and do your civic duty.
The Ocean City polls close there at 8 p.m. And remember, if the polls close while you are still in line, stay right there. You have the right to vote. Now let's take you to Delaware. Coast TV News reporter Brandon Ferguson is live in Wilmington. And Brandon, Democrats are hoping the blue wave starts right there at the Chase Center.
Behind me inside the Chase Center is where three major Democratic candidates are holding their watch parties tonight. First, in the governor's race, it's Matt Meyer. Then in the lieutenant governor's race, it's Kyle Evans-Gay. Then a possible historic race to Congress where Sarah McBride could become the first ever openly transgender person if elected.
After several years in the legislature where we've been able to make historic progress showing that small states can do big things, I'm running for Congress now because we need federal action.
Doors open here at the Chase Center at 7:30, and we'll keep you updated from Wilmington. In Wilmington, Brandon Ferguson, Coast TV News.
Brandon, thank you. Now, we're a little less than 2 hours away from polls closing in Sussex as well. Many people were making their way to the polls to cast their vote in an election that, like Brandon just mentioned, could be full of firsts. And we're not just talking about a first for candidates, but we're going to introduce you to William Webb, who rushed to the polls from work so he could vote for the first time.
Whole process and just coming out and voting and then, showing support. It's nice. It's pretty neat too, because it's like, you see every state getting involved and like everyone's going to cast their vote for the next president. It's cool.
Now, there are a number of polling places across Delmarva and Sussex County, and we do have a list of all of them right now on our website, CoastTV.com. New tonight, we have new information about a local race that got caught up criminally. Let me explain. According to Rehoboth Beach Police, former Rehoboth Beach Commissioner Richard Byrne stole campaign signs. Mike Simpler, the Republican candidate for the District 14 House seat, says his signs were the ones that were stolen. Police tell us Byrne is charged with 2 counts of theft and 2 counts of criminal mischief. A number of politicians running for office spent their day in Sussex County. This morning, Matt Meyer, the Democratic candidate for Delaware's governor, he stopped here at the Lewis Library to meet voters at the polls. Coast TV caught up with Meyer to see how he was feeling about his chances of becoming the next governor of the first state.
It feels good to put a team together, to build a movement, to talk about the issues that Delawareans are facing, some of the things that are fantastic about Delaware, some of the beautiful open spaces that need to be preserved, and to lead and to bring people together. So we're feeling really good. We'll see what the results show.
And Meyer wasn't the only politician in the Cape region today. Lisa Blunt-Rochester met with voters in Lewis. Here's the high school. Blunt-Rochester's campaign focus has been on issues like creating jobs and protecting reproductive rights. And as you just saw, she was in high spirits today.
And today, this is a day where we're thanking people for coming out and voting. And I'm excited about serving Delaware in another capacity, in one where we can do even greater work together. So we're very excited.
Blunt-Rochester is the first woman and first person of color to represent Delaware in Congress. So let's take you now to an in-depth look at the nearly 20 races we are following closely right here on Delmarva. You just saw Newcastle County Executive Matt Meyer. He's running against Mike Ramone. Meyer is a former teacher, and he's billed himself as a political outsider. Ramone has spent 16 years as House Minority Leader. He represents part of Newark and has owned flower shops as well. The deputy to the next governor, we know she'll be a woman with 3 names. Follow me on this one. It's Republican Ruth Briggs King against Democrat Kyle Evans-Gay. King spent 14 years in Delaware's State House, representing Georgetown. Gay was elected to the state Senate in 2020, flipping District 5 from red to blue for the first time in 40 years. For Delaware's opening Senate seat, vacated by retiring Tom Carper, current Congresswoman Lisa Blunt-Rochester facing Republican Eric Hansen and Independent Mike Katz. Republican challenger Hansen is a career businessman, and Dr. Katz is a former Democratic state senator from the Hockessin and Greenville areas of northwest Delaware. He is running as an independent. And as Brandon mentioned, Delaware really could make history for its lone seat in the House of Representatives. If Wilmington area State Senator Sarah McBride wins, she'll be the first openly transgender member of U.S. Congress. Her opponent, John Whalen, is the Republican candidate for the congressional race. Whalen lives in Millsboro and has served in law enforcement in Delaware for 20 years. Let's take you now from those seats that would be in Washington or the highest office in the state to our higher local races. First, the fight for Sussex County Council District 3. This is home to the Cape Henlopen School District. It extends from Slaughter Beach down to Dewey. Republican incumbent Mark Schaefer faces Democratic challenger Jane Grunenbaum. Schaefer has been in for one term. Before that, he was mayor of Little Creek and Smyrna. Democrat Jane Grunenbaum retired to Sussex County 7 years ago. She's the co-founder of the Sussex Preservation Coalition. An ugly primary turned into an ugly general election for the Delaware House seat that covers the Milford area. Incumbent Brian Shoup versus Roni Baltazar Lopez. Shoup has been in since 2018. He won his primary by just 12 votes this year. Shoup is a local businessman. Roni Baltazar Lopez was the youngest person ever elected to the Milford School Board. Now to Rehoboth for the seat vacated by retiring and former Speaker of the House Pete Schwarzkopf. Rehoboth Beach Volunteer Fire Company President Mike Simpler says he wants to be a fiscal watchdog. Democratic candidate Claire Snyder Hall recently served as executive director for the progressive organization Common Cause. Now to House District 20 that covers Milton, and this race has big education ties. Stell Parker Selby, she's been in for one term. Before that, served in the Cape Henlopen School District as a teacher, administrator, board member. Parker Selby is challenged by Nikki Miller, the former principal of Cape Henlopen High School. Miller now is the supervisor of instruction for the Seaford School District. To District 20's companion Senate seat, District 6, that covers Milton, Lewis, Rehoboth, Russ Huxtable won the seat 2 years ago. He passed a slew of affordable housing bills recently. His challenger is Kim Hoey Stevenson. Stevenson has served on the Sussex County Planning and Zoning Commission. To Delaware's newest House seat, one created during redistricting just 2 years ago. Jeff Hilovsky, the incumbent, is a retired optometrist and Air Force veteran. This is the Millsboro Long Neck area. His opponent, Greg Lindner, was on the school board in Pennsylvania. Now his LinkedIn profile lists him as a consultant at MRI Simmons. The neighboring House District 41 has been held by Republican Rich Collins for 10 years. He's challenged by newcomer Tom Brett, a businessman and Army veteran. Now we'll head to Maryland. First, the race for mayor down in Ocean City. Mayor Rick Meehan says if he is elected again, his top priority is keeping wind farms off of Ocean City's coast. Meehan has been Ocean City's mayor since 2006 and been on council since 1985. Peter Buas was elected to city council in 2020. He too is against wind farms and is a practicing lawyer. Now to the lone seat in Congress for Maryland's Eastern Shore. We're talking about District 1. Andy Harris has held the seat since 2010. He's a retired naval doctor. His opponent, Blaine Miller, also has military experience as a Navy vet and then in construction. Please be sure to stay with Coast TV throughout the evening. We have live cut-ins on the hour. NBC Network will cover the race nationally. And our live cut-ins will be where you see here, 8:45, 9:45, 10:45, approximately. Then, of course, stick with us for Coast TV News at 11. Our election night coverage, it does not stop here. Our Coast TV digital team has full coverage and we'll be providing race results as they come in throughout the night. So go to our website you see here, download our app so you don't miss a second of the key updates of the race that impact us here on Delmarva. And tonight at 11, we'll share the most updated election results and show you where the votes are falling. We have percentage breakdowns for you. We'll also be live at the big races and have coverage of including, what else? The presidential race. All of this bringing us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know what is the most important issue influencing your vote this election. Let's look at the updated results from last news hour. Take a look at your screen. 53% say economy and jobs, 25% say immigration, environment, education, and public safety all getting a little bit of the vote there. If you haven't voted in our poll yet, well, those polls don't close. You can vote anytime tonight on coasttv.com or our mobile app. And again, we will have updated results on that poll as well on Coast TV News at 11.
The dry spell continues for at least one other day. Your full forecast is coming up.
First, a young Latina in our area votes for the first time, hoping to inspire others to make their voices heard. We'll show you her story when we're back in just 60 seconds.
Christmas is around the corner. Picture yourself by the fire pit, sipping hot chocolate on your brand new deck.
The team at Paul Davis can make that happen. We'll complete your deck installation before Christmas, and we'll include a fire pit for free. We'll bring the showroom to you, take measurements, and give you an estimate that day.
With so many design options available, you can create the perfect outdoor space for entertainment.
Our AZEC composite decking looks amazing, won't fade or rot, and is maintenance-free with a lifetime warranty.
As the leading deck builder on the shore, Paul Davis makes the process simple and hassle-free.
From design to permitting and building, we're with you every step of the way.
Right now, take 20% off your deck project, get a free gas fire pit, pay as little as $100 per month, and get it done before Christmas. A design consultant can be out to your home as soon as tomorrow to give you a free quote. But you have to call Paul Davis right now.
Or visit our showroom, 100 Marble Road, Salisbury, Maryland. Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
Today's election marks a milestone for a young local Latina. Diana Robledo cast her first ballot. Telemundo Delmarva and Coast TV News reporter Ana Sofia Roman introduces us to her and shows us what it means for her to participate in democracy.
19-year-old Diana Robledo from Millsboro went to the polls for the first time on Tuesday.
You'll hear little chimes go off, okay, and then that means you've voted.
Okay. As a first-generation voter in her family, the experience was both meaningful and exciting for her.
As a Latina and a daughter of immigrants, I feel like it is my duty to come and fight for those who can't do it themselves and vote for their rights and my rights as a Latina woman.
Robledo stressed the importance of making every vote count, especially for young people like herself.
I feel like a lot of people my age probably don't think it's as important to come and vote, but because they feel like, oh, it's just one vote, why does it matter? But it does matter because, you know, your vote could make a whole difference.
Making history one ballot at a time.
Robledo hopes to inspire other young Latinos in the first state, especially her brothers, who will be eligible to vote in the next election. In Millsboro, Ana Sofia Roman, Coast TV News.
Download the Coast TV News app on your Apple or Android devices.
As temperatures drop, FH Fur invites you to be part of something truly heartwarming, our Fall into Comfort Toy Drive. Through December 15th for only $29, the experts at FH Fur will perform a comprehensive heating system inspection, ensuring your home stays snug through the chilly months ahead. The best part? 100% of the proceeds will go to the United States Marine Corps Reserve's Toys for Tots. Schedule your heating inspection today with FH Fur.
877-CALL-FUR. FHFur.com.
Local businesses are the lifeline of every community. And behind every local business is a person with a dream, putting their heart and soul into something they believe in. And when you support a local business, you're contributing to the local economy and making our community thrive. Spicer Brothers has been helping Delmarva families with their home improvement projects for over 20 years. So trust Spicer Brothers with your home, where every dollar stays right here on Delmarva, supporting real local people and their families.
In 1924, my grandfather, J. Con Scott, decided to start a life in the furniture business. I'm proud to say that as the third generation, we celebrate our 100-year anniversary. From a humble small-town furniture store to an interior design destination, with 35,000 square feet in Selbyville and our newest location in Rehoboth Beach. J. Con Scott, celebrating our 100-year anniversary.
Get ready, Delmarva. Excitement and incredible savings have arrived at Gateway Subaru. Save up to $3,200 on a new 2025 Subaru Outback with financing rates as low as 1.9% for 48 months. Or save up to $2,300 off a new 2024 Subaru Crosstrek with financing rates as low as 1.9% for 48 months. And be among the first to drive the all-new 2025 Subaru Forester. Stop in and reserve yours today. Gateway Subaru, just minutes from the beaches in the heart of Delmarva. Higher standards.
In 1925, a simple bank ledger began journaling the transactions of life in Willards, Maryland. New houses, barns, and farm equipment. Growing families and businesses both big and small. A record through time of hardship and prosperity. 100 years ago, the founding of the Farmers Bank of Willards was vital to the town. 100 years later, banking has changed, but the Farmers Bank remains steadfast in its original mission, keeping and reinvesting millions of dollars right here for the benefit of our communities.
Before you outline your house with lights, give it the new roofing, siding, or windows it needs.
Call All Exterior to protect your home from water damage and cold drafts before the winter weather arrives.
We'll send someone as soon as tomorrow to show you your options and give you a quote on the spot.
Right now, take 25% off new roofing, siding, or windows. Plus, take advantage of free financing with no payments for 12 months.
Call today for repair or replacement.
Roofing, siding, gutters, decking, and windows. All Exteriors.
Download the free Coast TV First Alert Weather app today.
We've been historically dry and going to stay that way on this election day. Our dry tech camera is just illustrating just the lack of any kind of vegetation on any of the trees that we have in place. And we're getting progressively warmer, and that's a combination we don't necessarily need at this moment. We're 15 degrees warmer than we were 24 hours ago in Georgetown, 13 degrees warmer in Salisbury. We're at 69 currently in Milton, as well as 69 degrees in Seaford, and in Georgetown, just 1 degree cooler than that in Delmar. Taking a look at where we stand right now, we're bone dry with winds picking up momentum throughout the Chesapeake Bay area, but we're in the midst of a severe drought. That's not changing until we get some real rain in here. We have a passing chance of a shower on Thursday, but even that's losing its promise. You see, Wednesday morning, we start off in the 60s, winds out of the southwest. Now, you'll notice as we go into Wednesday afternoon, we get to near 80 degrees in most locations, even along the coast for us in Rehoboth Beach. Still nothing's happening. About early Thursday morning, we start seeing moisture building up a little bit going into the early morning hours. We may get a blip of rain down towards Ocean City and north of Milton, but it's not looking solid for the entire area. In fact, as we gotten closer to Thursday, the chances of rain have diminished. So we're back to about a 24% chance of rain on Thursday. However, there's promise Sunday and then going into next week. But look at how long we're going to have to wait. I mean, for Sunday, we see scattered showers trying to push through Monday. Tuesday, a good slice of rain will develop mainly to our south. But I think Wednesday, that's more of a sure bet that we can finally get some rain in here. Here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration Home Remodel Extended Forecast. If we don't get that rain on Thursday, next Sunday and Monday, going into next Wednesday, is looking more promising. We'll be back after this.
As I get older, I was getting a little off balance. Got recommendations for baths by Bicep Brothers. I love my shower. It's perfect for me. My favorite part was probably how quick and easy it was. They came in the morning and they were done by afternoon. I definitely wanted the grab bars. They also put the seat in, which was very nice. The wand is good, especially if you're sitting. So much safer to get in and out of now. It seems like my showers are quicker that way. So it's perfect.
This morning's weather forecast courtesy of Baths by Spicer Brothers, a Delmarva tradition for over 20 years.
Why wait? Black Friday starts now at Furnitureland. Shop trend without the spend. Recliners just $2.99. Two-piece sleeper storage sectionals just $9.99. Furnitureland. In style, in stock, in your home today.
When I asked for your vote 3.5 years ago to be your Sussex County Councilman, I pledged to you that I would work aggressively to manage residential development in our community. I spearheaded an increased buffer ordinance, which is now law. During my 3.5 years on County Council, I have also been actively involved in saving almost 2,000 acres of land in our community, which will never be developed. I ask for your vote on November 5th so I can continue the fight.
Hey, Delaware! Bet Rivers and Harrington Raceway and Casino are bringing betting on football to your phone. From props and in-game betting to the spread and the money line, it's all on your phone and it's all a touchdown. Plus, right now when you sign up, you'll get a second chance bet of up to $500. So huddle up with Bet Rivers and Harrington Raceway and Casino to place your football bets on the go. Download the app today.
The Race to the Top 50 sales drive continues at Preston Ford. Save up to $8,000 off MSRP on a new 2024 Ford Edge. Embrace the future with savings up to $5,000 off MSRP on 2024 Mustang Mach-E's. We have nearly 1,000 new Fords on the lot, all priced to sell fast. But hurry in as the inventory moves fast during our Race to the Top 50 in the nation. Check out the entire selection at PrestonFord.com. And remember, cars cost less in Preston.
Why wait? Black Friday starts now at Furnitureland. Shop trend without the spend. Sofas, $388. 3-piece sectionals, $999. 5-piece dining sets, $488. Furnitureland. In style, in stock, in your home today.
Feel the magic of the season as you wander your way through an immersive winter wonderland at Ocean City, Maryland's Winterfest of Lights. Let imagination flourish at Northside Park with thousands of twinkling lights and larger-than-life animated Christmas scenes. Sip hot chocolate, snap a photo with Santa, and enjoy the array of holiday exhibits under the illuminating holiday lights. Find your magic at Winterfest of Lights, an Ocean City, Maryland family tradition. Open November 21st through December 31st. Get tickets at OCOcean.com or Northside Park.
WRDE First Alert Weather, brought to you by Ocean City, Maryland.
Our umbrella giveaway winner is Karen Orlando of Bridgeville. Congratulations, courtesy of Paul Davis Restoration Home Remodeling. We've updated you on what's happening with the drought. Just call our weather line at 443-880-9100. Your forecast is just a call away, sponsored by Baird Mandalas, Brockstead, and Federico. And finally, here's a look at your exclusive Paul Davis Restoration Home Remodeling 10-day forecast. We were hoping for a better chance of rain for Thursday. That's become iffy at best, but we'll still have at least a 20-ish chance of rain there. But a better chance for Sunday going to Monday, and definitely a good-looking situation for us on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Paul, thank you, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 6. For more news and local weather, download our app. Join us for our cut-ins this evening on election night. We'll see you then and at 11. Have a great night.